What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing them the bacon. NFL DFS showdown for Sunday Night Football. Rams visiting the Detroit Lions. We are back with this video. I would love to know how you guys did the entire Sunday slate. Thursday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, Friday Night Football, and Saturday or Sunday Football as well. So let me know how you guys did. But you wanted to bring a showdown for you. We're going to look at it. It's going to be a quick video. It's not going to be very long, but we're going to break it down like we like it. Again, as always, video is brought to you by Outlier.bet. They are our sponsor. You can find the link down below. If you guys sign up using Outlier and you go with the normal package, we're going to give that 7-day free trial. You get a 7-day free trial from Outlier. If you like that, sign up afterwards for $20 a month. We're going to give you a free month on top of that of FTA Plus. If you sign up for the Pro package, which is a $130 package, we are going to give you 3 months free right there. So that Pro package, $130 a month, we're going to give you 3 months of FTA Plus for free, which that right there is a $90 value on top of what you already have. So using Outlier, we can go into the game, we can see the insights, we can see everything that we can look at. So we come down matchup details, which we absolutely love. Again, Outlier is great. And make sure you guys can see this on the screen. Okay, you can. You can see matchup summary from last year. And you can see the Rams scored 404 points. The Lions scored 461. You can kind of see the distribution through there. You can see record versus common opponent. You can see team rankings, who scored, how they scored, offense, defense. You can switch that around, strength of schedule, team records, public betting. You can see that. 95% of the public are on the Detroit Lions. 97% of the money is on the Detroit Lions. Spread, they have the Rams covering the spread. And the spread currently 4.5 for Detroit with an over-under of 53.5. So not a long video, but I love this matchup. I think this could be an explosive game. I want to get exposure with this. I want to build a lineup or two with you guys. So that being said, make sure you check out the baseball video for Monday. That is already out there live. MLB for September 9th. We're also going to have the NFL showdown for Monday Night Football showdown between the Jets and the 49ers as well. So at the top, Amon-Ra St. Brown, obviously the most expensive guy on here. He is a stud. He allows you to go a lot of different directions. He allows you to we know what we're going to get out of him for the most part. Probably leaning around. And you can see that he faced this Rams team week 19 last year. They won 24-23, 7 of 9 targets, 110 yards, no touchdowns there, but still put up 21 fantasy points in the regular one. So we can always see what we have to offer and what he has to offer as well. So if we see that, this is why I love this game of football. It's one of my favorite ones to have. I absolutely love what it brings to the table when we try to build lineups, and a lot of ways can go different ways. So if you watched our video for Thursday Night Football, we had a lot of the great plays. There were very cheap options that did not work out, but they are cheap for a reason. That is if you make multiple different lineups. Like Carson Steele was $200. Obviously, he didn't really do much, and obviously that happened, but you never know who is going to go off. Like everyone was on Kelsey, and everyone was on Mark Andrews, and, Isaiah Likely. We touched on that. So can we find that as Isaiah Likely in this game? We might be able to. We might be able to build some lineups here. So what I want to do is just go through it. Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's very expensive, but he is the stud. He's probably my favorite player on this. And then it goes between two other ones, Nakua and Kupp. So I think they're 1A and 1B. We know what Nakua did last year. When Kupp got hurt, Nakua came out of nowhere, dominated. He was getting drafted in the first round this year. Kupp, I saw him fall to the 4th round. But they're great. They're great options. There are places to go. Normally, the captain spot is not usually the GPP is not won when it's just been a quarterback. Now, we know the quarterback can go off. Jared Goff, you got to match them up with people. So you'll get Jared Goff against the Rams last time, 277 yards, 1 touchdown, did have a fumble, didn't lose it, but did have a fumble, did not do well against them that much. Because it's wild that the quarterbacks are priced. It's weird because we're going to see a trend this year, but the quarterbacks being priced this low on a captain spot or captain salary is very intriguing to see what we're going to get. So Goff he makes a lot of sense. You can go Stafford against his former team. In that game against them, his last game, threw it 36 times, 367 yards, 2 touchdowns, 25.68 fantasy points. So had a very good game against them. While everyone I think is going to be on Jared Goff, who's in a great spot here, Matt Stafford is in a great spot just as well. So I think a lot of people are going to be, surprised what happens in this game. So if I'm building a lineup here, we could go a lot of different ways. There are certainly different players that we could go with. So with this, obviously Matt Stafford makes a lot of sense. I think Jahmyr Gibbs makes a lot of sense. But again, we don't know what we're going to get from Gibbs. We don't know if Gibbs is going to have a good run and then David Montgomery is going to vulture from him. Just don't know what's going to happen. That is what scares me a little bit. So the captain spot's probably Matt Stafford and up for me. Love Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think you got to get both quarterbacks in this if we can do that. But you guys are here. You kind of want to find some of these weird plays. Obviously, the 2 kickers are there. The defenses are there as well that you can put in there and get a little bit crazy. Now, those will go off if we see the defenses, interception, fumble recovery, touchdown, special teams. That's where it's going to happen. I don't think that a defense takes down this showdown as a captain, so I would only reserve them for flex options here. A couple of the value picks we might be able to find. You could find a little bit of Colby Parkinson. So if you look at him, 4,800 here. If we look, not as captain on flex, if we look 3,200 on flex, I would not use him in that. But you can see matchup-wise, did not play against Detroit in that last game. Did play them week 2, 6.1. He was 400 there. He's now 3,200. Probably out of where I want there. Khalif Raymond could be a sneaky option while everyone's on St. Brown. Like Khalif Raymond's here, 35 receptions last year, game log-wise. Did not play in that matchup there, but week 2, did not play against the Rams. So we look at this. I mean, he's 2,800. He's a very cheap option, but not the best option that we could use. And then there are ones like Whittington, $2,000. We don't have anything. 5 of 8 targets, 52 yards in the preseason game against the Chargers. So be a cheap option, and a lot of things have to go our way to get him at 2,000. But he could be sneaky there as well. One we didn't talk about, Sam Laporta. Now I don't think he has what it takes for the captain spot. Again, anything can happen, but we've got him game log wise against the Rams in Week 19 last year, 3 of 3 for 14 yards and 1 touchdown. So he did get the touchdown. He's a stud. I took him as my number 1 tight end this year, and put up 1,000 yards last year. So if the game gets close and they get down to the goal line and they don't run it with William Kyron or they don't run it with Corum, Sam Laporta could be a sneaky option. So I do not mind that. And then the former Hawkeye, we can go Parker Hesse. Now again, $200. This is a turd in the punch bowl type play. Played week 1, 12 and 13, nothing. So I don't know if I would use him much, but if you're trying to build a lineup with him out there, you could get him in there and be a little bit crazy. So just kind of looking at the lines and everything moving. There is a way to build. If we want to build with Amon-Ra St. Brown as our captain spot, I'm completely okay with that. So I know we can get a lineup there. We want Puka in there for sure. You got to get Jared Goff in there. You need your pass catcher and you need the guy passing the ball to the catcher. Khalif Raymond could be a sneaky option there. That leaves 2 spots open. So 5,950 on either side. Like we talked about, you think Jahmyr Gibbs has a good game, so now that leaves us 3,500, which is going to get a little crazy, but that still has Colby Parkinson. You've got Craig Reynolds, who a lot of things have to happen for him to do anything. So he's probably out for me. Whittington, like I said, something's going to happen, but 2,000 allows us. Parkinson here, not much. but could, just depends on what he brings to the table. 6.1 again, 41 yards in that game. So like this is a lineup you could go with. So with St. Brown at the top, yeah, that's a lot. I get that. But let's say we do want to go with the quarterback in this situation. We can go Jared Goff as right there. He's got to throw to Amon-Ra St. Brown, so we want to go that way. So I think, we bring it back with Nacua. Feel pretty comfortable with that. We talked about him, Sam Laporta. So that leaves us 4,100 for both. And this is where we got to get a little creative. We got Raymond, we've talked about. And one we have not talked about yet, Jameson Williams. Obviously, didn't do a ton last year. What was he? He was suspended for the first 4 games due to betting or something. I can't remember what it was. But against San Francisco, week 21 last year, 2 for 3 with 25 yards and a touchdown, and 42 yards on the ground with a touchdown as well. So he can run the ball in there. He had a great game there against the Rams, 2 for 19. But again, they don't have Aaron Donald anymore. So that allows us to put him in there as well and go in that direction. So that's the second lineup. That's with a quarterback at the captain spot. So if you don't want to go a quarterback at the captain spot, or you do, let's say you do want to go quarterback at the captain spot, and you want to go Matt Stafford. So we go Matt Stafford. We've been talking about Nacua, let's say Cup, okay? So we go Cup, and we bring it back here with Laporta. So 3 spots left, 6,600. If you did, you're not really able to do, you could put St. Brown, that averages 4,400, and you could go that, value spot of $200. Allen Robinson, didn't even realize he's still playing. Practice squad Wednesday, so he's not even up as far as I know. So there's a reason that's there. But then you could still go like Colby Parkinson, and then 5,600 allows you to go like a Jameson Williams like we just talked about. You could go that, and you could enter that in. Again, we're just entering some lineups, and we're looking at it. We're breaking it down a little bit. If there's certain things you want to see in these breakdown videos, let me know so I can do them moving forward. But if I'm going to import that, and we go Stafford there, and we get rid of Parkinson, we get rid of there, and we go, let's say not Amon-Ra St. Brown. So 6,600 going around there. That's kind of what we're looking for. I don't mind that. So let's go a different direction. So let's go Stafford. So let's get out of here. Stafford at the top. We got Stafford there. We bring it back with Amon-Ra St. Brown. We're taking Stafford. He's throwing it to Puka, and we like that. We can fit the other. So this is where it gets crazy to fit the other ones in. You got Jared Goff at 9,000. So now we have 3,500 left. We could go with, let's say things go differently and Khalif Raymond comes in at 2,800. That now allows us at 4,200 there. So you could go the Lions defense. You could go the Rams defense. Go down to Craig Reynolds, or we could go to Colby Parkinson. Good old Colby at 3,200. Now, this is just one way to do it, one way to build lineups. We built some lineups. We broke it down. Check the video for Monday Night Football. Hopefully we bring the boom. Hopefully you guys are having some fun with what we bring to the table here at FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, and hopefully we're able to help you just a little bit. But betting-wise, if you want to see some bets that you want to take, some prop bets here, we can do prop bets. Or let's go back. This is what I love about this. So you can just find the player props right in here. You can do first touchdown score. You can do first team reception. You can do all of this. Or we can go to props. We can go to touchdowns. Obviously, this is there. We can go to games, and I love this. We can go right here, apply this, and we can see all of the odds and how they are. So if you wanted to build a same-game parlay of you think Amon-Ra St. Brown gets a touchdown, you think Laporta gets a touchdown, or that's under, over 1 touchdown. And this is what I love. You can even change it to go to over, just over here. Bring it down. Cooper Kupp is in there. Colby Parkinson, for him to get a touchdown, 360, plus 360. You can see the opponent rank, the opposing team's relevant rank for the particular prop, e.g. points allowed for points props. You can see Detroit not the best against the passing touchdown here. And then you can see the stat lines. You can see the last 5, last 10, head-to-head, everything like that. David Montgomery for sure is going to vulture a touchdown from Jahmyr Gibbs. So if you want to do like a 3-man touchdown, same-game parlay here, you can do it on FanDuel. You can do it on DraftKings. Click the links down below and sign up for either FanDuel or DraftKings using our link. If you sign up, they're going to I think they're going to match up to $250. And on top of that, if you want to check anything else out, you sign up using our links and you show us that you've used them, we're going to give you a free month of FTA Plus as well. So my favorite touchdown bets for this game right here is David Montgomery, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Sam Laporta. I don't mind them whatsoever. I like what they bring to the table. On top of that, I like the DFS aspect of going with the showdown as well. So that's what I've got. Good luck tonight. And as always, bring them some bacon. Peace.